Alright guys, it's come to that time for our second debate. We still ready to rumble? More, huh? Can I hear you? Alright. So our first guest on this sheet here, his name is Justin Murray. He is defending winning from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Welcome Justin Murray here up to the stage, guys. Our second guy, he hails from New York, New York. His name is Danny Cruz. He is defending losing. We've got a winning versus losing debate. Are we ready, guys? Winning is going up first.
All right, folks. I don't mean to brag, but I myself am a two-time qualifier for the March Madness comedy competition, folks. And when I recently lost, I felt sad, I felt depressed, I felt empty and alone. I felt like I had both types of diabetes. Folks, I felt just like Danny the Cruise Missile Cruz. And while his amazingly entertaining nickname that he's so fond of being called might mislead you into thinking he's for winning, no folks. My competitor's going to come out here and try to convince you that there's a dignity to losing. That it in fact is even better than winning, right? And I'm telling you right now, he's a great competitor. Danny Cruz has been practicing losing almost his entire life. Since the moment his family crossed the border into this country and started stealing all of our jobs, Danny Cruz... Winning is racist, guys. Danny Cruz knows losing. Winners forget their notes, guys. That's what winners do. I think when it comes down to the battle between winning and losing, guys, winning wins winningly. Here's the thing. There's plenty of support to prove this. Being a failed grad student, I actually did some research. I found a 1990 study that said that winners experience significantly higher levels of arousal and lower levels of stress. Are you aroused right now, Danny? I didn't think so. Another study reported winners have higher feelings of satisfaction, pride, confidence, and are more grateful after a game than losers, who in turn are significantly more angry, depressed, incompetent, and surprised than winners. And I think if you take one look at my incompetently surprised opponent, you'll see that losing takes the toll on the body, right? I just took this debate as being an asshole for 3 minutes. There's another report, 2010 report, that reported, in fact, that states that supported losing presidential candidates had higher rates of suicide than states that supported winning candidates, folks. That's right, losing causes suicide. And to support my component, my competitor here, whatever the fuck I just said, to support Danny the Cruise Missile Cruz is a vote for suicide, folks. That's all I need.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now, despite what my competitor thinks, the only reason I'm going on second is because I lost the coin toss on purpose. Because that's how much I believe in losing. Losing is beautiful because everyone can do it. You don't need to have a degree or to know someone on the inside. All you need to do is try. And that's why losing actually unifies us as a species. Losing is wonderful. If you look it out, losing transcends race, gender, and creed. Unlike winning, if you look for it, most winners are white. Case in point. Now, you may be saying to yourself, but the media tells me that losing is wrong. I shouldn't be a loser. Well, riddle me this, America. If losing is so bad, why are there so many famous losers in our culture? Charlie Brown, George Costanza, Darth Vader in a way. All famous losers. Now you're probably asking yourself, that's not true. I know lots of winners. Well, let me ask you guys this. Who won the first World Series? Does anyone know? Anyone want to venture a guess? No guess, because you don't know. I'll tell you. The person who won the first World Series was the Boston Americans. They don't even exist anymore. You know who lost the first World Series? Pittsburgh Pirates. If you lose, you're insured to be remembered forever. Just like the world's most famous loser, Jesus Christ. That's right. The Son of our Lord came down to our world to lose, and he did it all for you. I'll give the floor back to my opponent.
Round two!
Guys, when famous hockey player Michael Jordan used to win his hockey games, who did he thank when he won, folks? He thanked Jesus Christ, folks. That's who you go to. You don't blame him for losing. Winning is good for a species, is it, folks? You know who won as a species? Humans. You know who lost? The fucking dinosaurs. Anyone want to be a dinosaur? No, sir. Because we're in a museum. A great man once said that number 2 is not a winner, and number 3 nobody remembers. That great man was Nelly, in the great city of St. Louis. Take your shirt off, spin around your head like a helicopter, guys. Remember that song from 10 fucking years ago when I was Googling shit I could say tonight?
Carolina.
Petey Pablo.
Oh yeah, I forgot the North Carolina part. Sorry, I didn't want to ruin the reference for you. Danny the Lose Missile Cruz. A man with 200 Facebook friends. A number that any pedophile with Down syndrome could easily trump. He's not a man to be listened to on this. And you know, when we talk about winning now, who comes up? Unfortunately, Charlie Sheen, right? That's who we think of. Remember that Twitter hashtag from 3 weeks ago when people still remembered it? That's right. Charlie Sheen. And while we can all agree he's a loser now, he used to be a winner, right? Back when he was getting $2 million an episode. Back when he was doing more cocaine to kill a horse. Back when he was getting blowjobs from fucking 2 has-been porn stars on his half-hard coke dick, folks. He was winning. He was. And now he's losing, right? He's got a Ustream show. He's doing a talent-free stand-up tour, apparently, that's selling out. But winning is immortal, folks. It's enough to erase the pathetic man he is today, right? Fucking Carlos Santana wrote a song in 1983 called Winning, which was enough to erase the fact that his face looks like a bowl of oatmeal, folks. There's even a movie called Winning, starring Paul Newman, folks. Paul Newman, who lives on forever in his ginger snaps and salad dressings. Winners never die, folks. Winners never die. Losers die all the time. Any football fans? Any Pittsburgh Steelers fans? I don't know if anyone remembers Super Bowl rapist Ben Roethlisberger. When he was winning Super Bowls, you guys remember that? When he was that charming, half-retarded motorcycle accident victim? Remember that? 2 Super Bowls down. And then he loses one and he rapes. Folks, he rapes. Losing is for rapists. Rapists like Danny Cruz. That's not true at all. I give the floor back to Mr. Cruz.
Thank you, thank you. What a real winner, resorting to personal attacks. There's much I can say about my opponent. I can grow a full beard if I wanted to. I still have most of my hair. Unlike winners. And my opponent tried to point out that humanity won and dinosaurs lost. Did they really lose? I can't see a person in this audience with plated armor on their backs or that can fly. You know who could do that? Dinosaurs. I say we lost. And there's nothing wrong with that. Losing is fine. It's winning that sucks. There's so much pressure on winners. If you win, you have to keep on winning again and again and again. If you lose, there's always next time. That's why losers look way better than winners. Have you seen Sarah Palin? Pretty fucking hot. Also a pretty big loser. My opponent also said that he brought up some famous winners like Charlie Sheen and Carlos Santana. Real list of luminaries there. Real. That's the best you can do. A guy who used to be big in the 70s and a guy in Hot Shots. Well done. Now I know my opponent will love to live in a world where everyone wins. But there's a word for that, my friends. Communism. My opponent wants to destroy America. Not only is he a dirty, stinking winner, he's a goddamn commie. Do you want to be a communist? USA, 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 USA. You're a bunch of goddamn commies. And I won't stand for it as long as you're losers. Floor goes back to Mr. Miller.
Closing arguments.
Folks, winners don't have time to take Rogaine. No. Winners know that health insurance doesn't cover that. And winners pay too much money to do open mics. Folks, that's the problem. You know what, I think we've been talking about winning and losing for the last 7-8 minutes, whatever the fuck it's been. When I think of winning and losing, I think of gambling, I think of sports, and I think of the many great wars, tragic wars that have formed this very nation today. And is there a greater war, folks, than World War II? I don't think so. And who lost that war? Well, it was the Japanese, it was the Italians, but the greatest losers, of course, were the Nazis, right? Catalysts for bad guys in video games and movies for the next 50 years. The Nazis are history's ultimate loser. And by identifying with losers, and in fact by defending losers, Danny Cruz is sympathizing with them. Definitely you can say that Danny Cruz is a Nazi sympathizer, folks. Don't vote for a Nazi sympathizer. Vote for my bald ass.
Calling me a Nazi. Really taking the high road. Now, folks, I'm not going to attack my opponent again. I think I said enough. Instead, I'm going to tell you a quote. And this perfectly sums up my argument. I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. And on 26 occasions, I have been entrusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I have failed over and over and over again in my career, and that is why I succeed. Do you know who said that?
Michael Jordan.
Didn't want anyone to know that. But yes, Michael Jordan did say that. And if Michael Jordan can play basketball with Bugs Bunny to defend our freedom, he's still down to losing, and so should you. Thank you.
Give it up for winning, guys. Give it up for them. All right. So if you thought winning, Justin Murray won, give it up for him. If you thought Danny Cruz won, Danny Cruz.
Good job. Guys, I won! I thought I made my point clear.